here. Hey, Mom, watch that, you've got that tonight.
Sorry.
Mr. Tony Tomlinson and our first team manager, Martin McIntosh. Give them a warm round of applause, please.
Now, this is a particularly pleasant part of the proceedings for the chairman after such a marvellous end to the season in which we revived our fortunes, evaded relegation and on Wednesday night won the Derbyshire Senior Cup against Derby County. So well done to all the players, the support staff and manager Martin and assistant manager Maxim on a wonderful achievement. Now, if the first team players could make their way up here, we've got a presentation pot for each of them. So if you could come up here, lads, now to receive these, and then we'll get on to some other awards there. So first team players, can you come up this way, please, as of now? Come on.
Since you came along, you said something.
Gentlemen, I'll keep this short, as short as I can. First of all, I would like to thank, obviously, Martin and Maxie. I've been involved in a few relegation battles, as Tony will back me up on that one, and it's never been easy, and these guys stepped in, and for a good third of the season they got the results and staved away from relegation. The one game I was involved with Martin against FC United, and the game plan they put together worked perfectly apart from the first 10 minutes when we gave away a sloppy goal, but from that day on I knew that there was no way we would get relegated because the players' commitment, their fitness, the levels, their attitude, I thought this team will never get relegated, and sure enough the players, management, true to the word, they kept us up, and to be honest, 3 points off Champions League I would have thought, I don't know. Anyway, moving on, we've spoke about the award. It was in memory of my father, and I would like to make this presentation. And the supporters player of 2011-2012, unfortunately he's not with us this evening, Mr. Barraclough, but I will take this on behalf of him. I wouldn't ask any of you lads to come up here, because you've looked after him all season. And I would like to say, he's not here, but it's worth a round of applause anyway. Thank you.
Yes, Bradley was one of Max's first additions to the staff in the autumn, and he showed himself as a player of quality and of total commitment to Buxton Football Club as a lone player, a scorer of fine goals, and of all the people who were at Gig Lane Bury, I don't think there'll be anybody who will forget that wonderful goal that he scored there. So well done, Bradley, in your absence. The next award is the Players' Player of the Season, and that goes to a young player who came on as substitute in our first fixture of the season, and he then subsequently started in all the other 51 games. He had a superb last third of the season in particular, and it's a mark of his quality and commitment that he is so much respected by more senior players who voted for him. The Players' Player of the Season, Josh Wilde. And now we've got some other special awards to make. A player who's made 340 appearances and in my record scored 1 penalty goal. He was signed by Nicky Law 7 years ago after a stunning Silverlands display for his previous club. And it's been nice recently to hear a renewal of the old chant of Scotty is Superman. And who can forget that night at Telford, when his extra time penalty save seemed to persuade his opponents that they couldn't beat him again. They went on the defensive, we got an equaliser and won the tie on penalties, and of course, who should score one but Scott Hartley. So, Scott, would you come forward please to receive this? And the next player in question came to us some 10 years ago as a fresh-faced teenager, and he came with Kenny Johnson and Ronnie Wright, and soon established himself as a sound and reliable defender with a venomous wallop in his left boot. And I think one of the least favoured jobs in football must be being in a defensive wall facing a Tommy Agers free kick. 324 appearances, 10 goals. Tommy Agers. Now, the third of this honoured quartet has made 316 appearances and scored 54 goals. And for years, people kept telling me that there were no longer any good players in amateur soccer. And then Nicky Law and Russ O'Neill brought Michael Towie to us to disprove that theory entirely. His record as an attacking midfielder speaks for itself, and his 17 goals, all scored from open play in the 2010-11 season, was a remarkable achievement. Michael Towie. And now the last of the quartet, Mark Reed. And just listen to this, 357 appearances, 213 goals. He arrived nearly 10 years ago as a university student, and he became a crowd favourite almost instantly, and in time a prolific marksman. First it was 50 goals with the accompanying t-shirt, then 100. Then 116 to become the club's leading post-war scorer. As he approached 150, I began to wonder who had ever scored more. Guessed it was an interwar period centre-forward called Herbert Daniels. And with Mike Barton's assistance, we researched him, and fortunately the detailed records were there to guide us. To honour both his 300 appearances and the feat of becoming the club's all-time leading scorer. 250 next, Mark. Mark Reed. Now, there's one award left as the manager who saved our Premier Division status. Aided, of course, by Maxie, the support staff of Kay and Charlie, and, not to be forgotten, the players. Martin.
Guys, first of all, I'd like to thank Jake, this gentleman here on our left, who has made this evening possible with a lot of hard work over the last 3-4 weeks. He's a bit shy. So thank Jake. From my point of view, coming in at the football club at the start of February was a great honour, and I thank the board for giving me the opportunity to be the manager of Buxton Football Club. And when I took over, we were in a bad position, and after the first game against Chester, it looked even more dire for us. But in that last 20 minutes of the match, I felt that we had